Yeah, Mike. Well, US and DPRK have technically been at war since the end of the Korean War because they didn't sign a peace treaty, just an armistice back in 1953. But it's largely been a cold one. But after the rhetoric here this week, it could all too easily turn hot. In a rare news conference before leaving New York, the DPRK's foreign minister cited the US president's UN speech as a pretext to possibly escalate the conflict beyond mere words.
Last weekend, Trump claimed that our leadership would not be around much longer, and hence, at last, declared war on us.
Ri Yong-ho said this declaration of war was a violation of the United Nations Charter, and therefore Pyongyang was within its rights to defend itself.
Since the United States declared war on us, we will have every right to take countermeasures, including the right to shoot down American strategic bombers, even when they are not inside the airspace of our country.
Ri was referring to the flight this weekend of US B-1B bombers and F-15 fighter jets. They flew in international airspace, but right off the coast of the DPRK, the furthest north the US military have flown in the 21st century. The White House responded, saying Trump did not declare war and diplomacy is not yet exhausted.
We've not declared war on North Korea, and frankly, the suggestion of that is absurd. Our goal is still the same. We continue to seek the peaceful denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. That's our focus, doing that through both the most maximum economic and diplomatic pressures as possible at this point.
But Mike, remember, both countries don't have diplomatic relations, and because of this soaring rhetoric, it's all too easy to see how Washington and Pyongyang could clash over the Korean Peninsula. You know, it feels like if there's just a simple misunderstanding on either side, given this environment, that it could lead to war.
Nathan, I understand China's ambassador to the UN has also weighed in on this escalating rhetoric between the United States and the DPRK. What's he saying?
Yeah, Liu Yi, who is the UN ambassador here for Beijing, talked to the Reuters news agency and basically calling the rhetoric of the last week horrendous, basically saying, and I'm going to quote him here, "We want things to calm down. It's getting too dangerous and it's in nobody's interest. We certainly hope that the United States and North Korea will see that there is no other way than negotiations to solve the nuclear issue on the Korean Peninsula. The alternative is a disaster." But as you know, Pyongyang and Washington, the rhetoric has come up. There is no way, it seems, at the moment for talks. It's really going to have to be up to Washington and Pyongyang to see if they can find a way through this. Everyone, as you know, China, Russia,